Happy Easter, everybody. Sammi Tucker here. And I was thinking, if I'm going to drop some F-bombs on Easter, I would like to have a whole community join me to do that. So I'm throwing this out to you. I know you're probably engaged in activities with your family or friends, but it's time for some F-bombs. And by that, I mean forgiveness. And today is all about forgiveness. It's all about, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, at least in my life. And I don't know what it is for you, but I do know what holding forgiveness back from others does to you, me as a person. See, forgiveness isn't for the weak, it's for the strong. And forgiveness doesn't remove the offenses that a person has done to you in the past, but it does enlarge your future. And what I have found when I lost my arm, that I didn't know how to love people because I didn't know how to love myself. And I had never forgiven myself for being the way I was. I spent so much time harboring resentment against other people that I was filled up with it. And sometimes holidays are really, really hard for people because of the person that isn't there, or the relationship that isn't healthy. And I don't know if you're in that situation today, but it's been really heavy on my heart, some of the relationships that I wish were healed. And I have forgiven these individuals and I've asked for forgiveness and it doesn't get reciprocated back. And the problem is with that is that the refusal to forgive from that person. They don't want to forgive me for the offenses I did and the offenses that they think I did and all of the convolution that goes in that. Because somewhere in their mind, they believe that forgiveness equals condoning, and it doesn't. So if you think of that person that you are not forgiving, do an exercise with me. So think of a person that you're really angry with or hurt by and how you're not forgiving them, and just picture that person in your mind. And then identify in your body where you feel that and concentrate on that part of your body where you feel that, how it feels. And realize that right now, as you are thinking about that person and that it's an icky feeling. It doesn't feel good. It's heavy and sometimes can even be painful. You are feeling that because you've withheld forgiveness. That person is probably not feeling that. So forgiveness is actually just only hurting you. So I want to share something with you, and I would love to share my screen, and I don't think it's going to let me after I've already started, but there's a forgiveness process that I really want to share with you, and it's kind of deep, but it's so simple. And the credit goes to Chris van der Medden, M-E-H-D-E-N. You can look him up, and I'm going to read this off to you. But join me in this exercise, in this practice. So repeat after me. So first, go right back to that person that you're angry at or you're hurt at, that you would love to forgive, but you just can't get there yet. All right, so close your eyes and focus on that person. Visualize that person and repeat after me. This is someone who was once a little child. This is someone who was joyful, innocent, and free. This is someone who was forced to grow up. This is someone who has given up on dreams. This is someone who has acted out of fear. This is someone who has known sadness, suffering, and defeat. This is someone who tries not to show pain. This is someone I can forgive. Now, I don't know how that felt for you, but the first time I did it, it was really painfully emotional. Hi, Chris. I'm so glad you're on here. And talking about dropping F-bombs, talking about dropping forgiveness. And I don't know if you joined me in that process that I just shared, but it was really, really emotional for me, because once you realize that the person that has harmed you or that you think has harmed you is just a little kid acting out of fear, somebody who has given up on dreams, somebody who has given up on who they wanted to be, somebody who's just living in that pain, it's so much easier to see them as somebody that you can forgive. Now we can take this one step further and actually, instead of saying this about somebody else, Say it about yourself. I used to be a little child. I used to be, and I don't have it memorized yet. I still have to look at it. I used to be joyful, innocent, and free. I was forced to grow up way too early. I am somebody who has given up on dreams. I am somebody who has acted out of fear. I am somebody who has known sadness, suffering, and defeat. And I am somebody who tries not to show pain. I am somebody I can forgive. Now, I don't know how that felt for you, but it just depends on where you're coming from and what you're thinking about, what aspect of yourself when you're repeating that. And it can be very, very cathartic, very clearing. So my gift to you guys on Easter is that process. Again, that goes to Christer Vanderman, and you can look him up and write that down. Keep it in your pocket, keep it in your wallet, keep it in your purse. And anytime you're feeling feeling against somebody, or maybe getting hard down on yourself, pull this out and repeat it. Visualize the person, repeat it, and let that emotion go, because it does not serve you. So be careful how you speak to yourself, because it really impacts your life. So wishing you guys happy Easter, and I wish you lots of love and forgiveness.